Winter doesn't officially begin until December 21st, but the cold weather has already arrived, and with it comes the threat of house fires due to faulty heating systems. With that in mind, Oklahoma fire officials are stressing the importance of having working smoke detectors in your home, and they're stepping up to help make that happen. Steve Shaw is here to explain how. Steve.
Rich, we are coming up on the 4-year anniversary of a tragic house fire in El Reno that claimed the lives of 3 children, all under the age of 5. There were no working smoke detectors in the home. Smoke alarms are required in the Sooner State.
How are you, Ann?
I'm good, and how are you?
Doing well. Just anywhere?
Right there where it says...
This past Monday, El Reno Fire Chief Jason Duff took delivery of a dozen or so smoke detectors, courtesy of the American Red Cross. Chief Duff says just a month ago, a working smoke detector likely saved the lives of 2 young children after a fire broke out in their grandparents' home.
We'll come out and check them, we'll put batteries in them, and if they don't work, we'll give them a free one. We'll give them a 10-year. We'd like to have a 10-year smoke detector in every house. So
that's not the reality, is it?
It's very tough. It's very tough. So many people, just tend to forget about them, and they don't ever install them, and they don't ever contact us.
And they don't think it'll ever happen to them,
That's
and they're not going to put out the $20 expense to get it done. If they probably don't even realize they can get it for free.
Exactly. So many people, just tend to go about their day and not worry about the problems that might happen, because, majority of the time they don't. But when they do, it can be very devastating.
It was devastating. In the early morning hours on New Year's Day 4 years ago, a fire in this rental home claimed the lives of 3 children, all under the age of 5. Investigators said the cause was a faulty space heater. There were no working smoke detectors in the home.
When you deal with children, especially at that young age, and such a senseless death, it's pretty tough.
A few weeks ago, El Reno firefighters fanned out into the small community and gave away 77 smoke detectors in just about 4 hours. Departments all over the state are doing it, including many volunteer departments. Kiefton Fire Chief Speck Plunkett is president of the State Volunteer Firefighters Association. He tells me the Red Cross now provides free smoke detectors to any volunteer department that wants them.
Not only are many of these departments giving away free smoke detectors and installing them in people's homes for free, they'll go to people's homes and inspect existing smoke detectors and replace them also at no charge. In other words, folks, there's no excuse not to do it.
Some departments are also giving away these things. They're called Lifetone HL bedside alarms.
It's got a little vibrating pad that goes between the mattresses, and it vibrates the bed when it hears that smoke detector go off.
So we have a slew of smoke detectors ready to be handed out.
Edmond Deputy Fire Chief Chris Denton says smoke detectors should be checked to make sure they're working every month.
59% of deaths in fire in homes that there was a fire at is attributed to a non-working smoke detector. So, those statistics right there are very staggering. And if we could, help reduce those and get more smoke detectors in homes, then that would reduce the deaths. They estimate that about 890 deaths could be prevented every year if every single home had a working smoke detector.
So your best locations are going to be to put them up here in your hallway, and then I'd put one right inside here, inside of the bedroom on the ceiling.
The Oklahoma City Fire Department gave away nearly 4,000 smoke alarms last year. Next week, Battalion Chief Benny Fulkerson retires after 30 years.
If anyone has any question about the functionality or how their smoke alarms operate, give us a call. We will come out and we will check that. We will go through your home with you. We'll make sure that they're working. We'll even talk to you about devising exit drills in your home. That's another thing that people often forget. Sorry, that's a fire alarm. It's gonna, yeah.
Nearby, an exhibit of old smoke detectors that did their job and saved lives. Fulkerson held one in his hand.
This is a smoke alarm that it looks terrible. It's distorted. It was heated up obviously in a house fire and it sustained a lot of damage. But this smoke alarm is actually responsible for saving lives right here in our city many years ago.
Tulsa Fire Department Lieutenant Tim Ingram says Tulsa installed nearly 350 smoke alarms so far this year. They've also done more than 100 checks to make sure smoke alarms are working properly.